Welcome to the Submarine Challenge. This is a game that will help practice various topics in geometry. The game is based on boards that we create before the lesson. We use these arrows to choose the size of the board and drag from the Add Board button to create a new board. The board comes with numbers and letters to enable the students to indicate different squares. Next, we choose a color and draw a shape. And when the board is ready, we move to play mode. We tell the students that a rectangle with an area of 6 is hidden, and their task is to find it. So they could say C3, and they didn't hit it. They could try B5, and they hit it. Whenever we want, we can click Uncover to see the hidden shape. Now we're going to go to Edit mode. We're going to stop the video now, and we're going to place 2 shapes on the board, and then continue. And we're finished. There are now 2 shapes on the board. One is blue, and one is orange. And we tell the students that both of the shapes are rectangles with an area of 6. Then we divide the class into 2 teams, the blue team that will try to expose the blue rectangle, and the orange team that will try to expose the orange rectangle. Now, if a team hits its own rectangle, it gets another turn. And the first team to expose its rectangle wins the game. Let's say the blue team starts, and one of its members says D1. Let's click it, and it's empty. Now it's the turn of the orange team. So let's say a member of the orange team says B2. Let's click it, and it's orange. So the orange team gets another turn. Another member says C2. Let's click it, and again it's orange. Now another member of the team says D2, but it's blue. The orange team just helped the blue team. We would like the students at each point of the game to ask themselves, where could our rectangle be? So to do this, they would have to be aware of all possible dimensions of rectangles with an area of 6. So before the game starts, we'll ask them to try to find all of these. So let's draw these shapes as if this area is the student's page. So it could be that the rectangle is 3 by 2. It could be 2 by 3. It could be 1 by 6, or 6 by 1. So now for the blue player, the possible rectangles for him or her are this one and this one. Let's say the team guesses that it's this rectangle. So let's stop the scribbling and check E2 for the blue team. And it's a miss. So the blue team now knows that this is their rectangle, and they know where it is exactly. For the orange team, their rectangle is either this one or this one. And we can see that each of them has 2 options. This rectangle could be here or here. So the orange team just has to guess. So they could try C3, and they hit it. Now, B3 is for certain. Let's say they now try C4, but they miss. So now it's the turn of the blue team, and of course they will win. And now let's go ahead and uncover the board. So this is the format of the game that we recommend, drawing 2 shapes. In this example, we gave the area of the rectangle, but we could also work with much bigger boards and bigger rectangles. Let's create another example in a different topic, in the topic of a perimeter of a rectangle, and exposing some of their properties. Create a new board, and we can create 2 rectangles with a perimeter of 12. So here will be the blue rectangle, which is actually also a square, 3 by 3, and another orange rectangle, 2 by 4. Let's bring in a text area, and we can make room, and we'll just type 2 rectangles with a perimeter of 12. We move to play mode, and we have a game to practice perimeters. Again, before the game starts, we ask the students to draw all the rectangles with a perimeter of 12. The third topic in which we believe this game can be effective is symmetry. Let's open a new page and add a board, and we can create 2 shapes with an area of 4 and 1 symmetry line. So, for example, let's draw this shape. So we have an area of 4, but we have 2 symmetry lines, 1 and 2. Let's try another shape. And it may seem that this shape has a symmetry line, but in fact it does not. It has rotational symmetry. The students have an extra motivation not to make a mistake such as this would hinder their prospects of winning the game. There's actually only one shape that meets the criteria. Let's draw it. This shape indeed has only one symmetry line. Let's go ahead and draw 2 of these shapes on the board, one blue and one orange. This is indeed a more difficult topic. It's trickier to find the possible shapes, and the students must also rotate them in their imagination. When dealing with shapes with a total area of 5 or 6 with one symmetry line, there are more possibilities. So you can match the shapes to the level of the class. So these are the 3 main topics we believe this game can be used for: the area of a rectangle, the perimeter of a rectangle, and symmetry. And we hope you enjoy this game in your class. Thanks for watching.